Hello and welcome back to another episode of Digital Road Trip. My name is Wizzy0, you can also call me Wizzy, and today we are continuing our journey from New York City to Washington, D.C. I don't know, I had to think about that for a moment, but yeah, we're working our way to Washington, D.C., more specifically, the White House in Washington, D.C. So that is our current destination, or goal, if you want to call it that. And last time we did get a little mixed up. Did end up having to use the map a couple of times because we got into a section where we kind of had to, kind of like I said, got stuck, so we had to navigate our way kind of back to be able to cut across without using any interstates. So, kind of doing that right now. And then I got looking before we started. Once we get out off of this area here, we should basically be fine. As long as we basically don't go too far down in New Jersey, or else we'll have the same issue. But I don't plan on doing that. I mean, well, I shouldn't be planning anyways. I mean, we're just gonna see where the road takes us. So, okay. So last time we did obviously end up here in Jersey City, New Jersey. So we kind of, unfortunately, didn't make a ton of progress, I don't think. But you know what, it's fine. We're going now though, so this is the 1 and 9. I think once we get up here, I'm gonna stay on the 9 instead of the 1. So once we come up to this intersection here. Now we kind of want to go over here. Well, actually, we do want to go over here. No, we kind of want to go over here. We do want to go over here. Now, I did get looking at the map, like I said, beforehand. And, obviously, we want to avoid getting on Interstate 95 because we'll come up to big junction with Interstate 95 up here. But as long as we follow signs and everything, we'll be fine. What was that sign? That looked weird. Huh. I've never seen that before. Kind of combined it under the one sign instead of having two separate ones, one for US 1 and one for US 9. It's interesting. So we keep going this way for now. I think this is kind of like a little island as well. Oh, actually, is it? I don't know, when I looked at it, it kind of looked like it might have been like an island or something like that, but maybe not. So yeah, we don't want to go on 95, like I said. I've already done that. Of course, when I went down to New Jersey a couple weeks ago. So head towards Port Newark, Newark Airport. Actually, I feel like I should, well, it doesn't show 95 here, but I know 95 splits to go towards Newark Airport. I don't think it splits right here. Actually, does it? I don't know. Maybe this doesn't combine with 95? Oops, nope, 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 no, no, no. No. Okay, I don't know where we went, what we did. I do not want to go there. No, I said no. No, 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 no. I want to say, no, not up here. Down here. Actually, are we combining with 95? I am looking at the map real quick because I feel it's not showing that this is 95, but what did this sign show back here? $2.95. Okay, so that's all those. So yeah, this is not 95 then. Okay. As long as we're not on 95, or any interstate rather, then we're fine. Although I thought for sure 95 ended up splitting. Well, I know it splits in New Jersey, I'm pretty sure. And part of it goes in towards Newark Airport, and then the other part stays on the other side of Newark Airport. Because when I drove down, I stayed on the other side of Newark Airport, and of course I had to go back up to Newark to pick my mother up from the airport. So we're staying up here for now, following the 1 and 9. See, I think the first time I've ever seen double-stacked railroad cars like that were actually in New York when I went to Syracuse last November, or last October rather. Now, eventually 1 and 9 will, or should anyways, become non-highway-like. I mean, this area is, I'd say, probably almost preferred to be on, preferred to be on Route 109. Okay, so Newark Airport is over that way. 78. Yeah, see, that's 95 and 78, I believe, right there. If we just take a look at the map real quick. 70, is it just 78? I don't know, whatever. Showed 78. Yeah, 95. Whatever. I'm not too concerned about that because we're staying on 1 and 9. We're not going to 95 or 78 or 76, whatever it is. 78. I was right the first time. Okay, so why is it showing that 1 and 9 gets off right there? West 9 local. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it showed going towards the, it was going towards the, 109 there as well. I have no idea. I think this section is 1 and 9 and it still showed up on that sign for whatever reason. No idea. But whatever. We're still on 1 and 9, so. As long as we're still following the routes, then we're fine, like I said. Must split there or whatever. I don't know. Actually, no, that one big sign showed it didn't. That goes, 1 and 9 goes this way, so. Whatever, as long as, like I said, we're not getting back on, or going onto the interstates, then we are fine as well. Okay, yeah, so the terminals are over there. Because for a moment there I thought, because it showed the terminals as well, I'm like thinking, yeah, I don't really want to go to the terminals. But I think it was telling us that you get to the terminals this way. Or something like that, I don't know. Anyways. Let's get back over to this side, not like it really matters too much. And we're getting on the turnpike. I've been there, done that too. Although I don't know if I've mentioned it in one of these videos or not, but I do really have to applaud New Jersey on how they do the turnpike. Because how they have it set up is really nice. You have service plazas every so often, which is nice. And then you have the basically two sections. You have like the express I mean, it's not really express because you have the same exits and everything. But it's basically cars only. And then, which is the middle section. Like there's 4 sections basically, 2 on each direction. The middle section on each, or the left section essentially on each side. No, we don't want the nighttime. There we go. But anyways, the left side on each section is cars only, and each section is 3 lanes, so it's a 12-lane highway. But anyways, the 3 lanes on the left side each side are cars only, like I said, and then the right section on each side is trucks and cars. So if you don't want to have to deal with any trucks, you just go in the left section. And it splits, it will tell you, like if you get off at, or when you're getting back on, either from one of the exits or from one of the service plazas, it'll tell you, okay, keep left for the cars only, or keep right for cars and trucks. And it will bring you to the appropriate section, which is super nice. Although it's not so nice when one whole section is completely closed off, because I had to deal with that when I was going back towards Newark, because going north, at least at that time of day, at night, they had it closed because they were doing work, bridge work. So they had the entire section closed, and so basically 6 lanes are down to 3 lanes. Although it wasn't terrible, it wasn't as bad as what it was when I was going through Newark the first time. Because I mean, when I got through Newark, through New York City, it was after 5 o'clock, so I was dealing with all the rush hour. So that was not fun, but Although going in towards New York City wasn't terrible. It was actually pretty good because, I mean, traffic was at least moving. It wasn't going to a stop, moving, coming to a stop, moving. So that was kind of nice. And then one section of the parkway that I was on going in towards New York City, they had these really, really cool street lights. But brought you right into Manhattan, obviously, to get towards the George Washington Bridge. But George Washington Bridge itself wasn't bad going across, but once I get into New Jersey after that, that's when things started really slowing down. Of course, I mean, everybody's heading home at that point, so I don't know if I've mentioned it in this video or not, but if you live in the New York, New Jersey area near New York City, I applaud you for having to deal with, especially if you drive, I applaud you for having to deal with traffic like that every single day, because I definitely could not do that. Tell you what, living where I do, it's perfect. I have everything I need, and plus I don't have the traffic have to deal, or you guys have to deal with. So, I mean, granted, we don't have like some entertainment like sports or major league sports or anything like that. But you know what? That's fine. I mean, we can go to Boston if we want to see like a Sox game, or Celtics or Bruins. Down to Foxborough in Massachusetts to see Patriots if you want to do so. Or either at the Revolution Soccer. Although I don't know exactly where the Revolution play. I don't know if it's right in Boston or where, but it's the New England Revolution. But anyways, I mean, down in Portland here we do have the Sea Dogs, which are affiliates for the Red Sox. We have the Red Claws, which is basketball for the Celtics. Then we have the Maine Mariners, which is a hockey team. I'm pretty sure that's not for, I think it's for the Philadelphia Flyers. And then that's basically it. And then, of course, you have the high school and college sports. Of course, being in Bangor, just a couple towns to the north, you have Orono, which is home to the University of Maine, and of course, Maine sports are pretty big, especially the hockey, winning 2 championships in 1993 and 1999, and they're Division I as well. So I mean, that's pretty big. We're at 18.5 minutes right now. Making some pretty good progress, I'd say, right now. We're in Linden, New Jersey, although it's not showing now. But we were, take my word for it. Now we're in Rahway, New Jersey. So gas station, quick check. Oh yeah, I did see that over near where we were in Cherry Hill. Oh, is that the power plant there? Actually, no, I thought the power plant was in Newark. Well, that could be a power plant. Because I know there was this massive power plant that was like right next to Interstate 95. Yeah, no, that's not the power plant. It probably is a power plant, though, or something, but some sort of plant anyways. But yeah, anyways, for entertainment in Bangor as well, we do have like bowling, movies, we have a shopping mall, restaurants, although could definitely use a whole lot more for restaurants. I mean, we have a good selection, but There's still a lot of restaurants we could have. And restaurants I wish we had, like Outback Steakhouse. I think I've mentioned this before, but wish we had an Outback Steakhouse, Cheesecake Factory, IHOP. No, Bob Evans would be good to have too. I know there are other ones too I've mentioned about, but I can't remember right off the top of my head. But anyways, so I mean, we do have quite a bit here. We have a local theater, not just movie theater, but there's a actual theater. Concerts during the summer, and well, sometimes in the winter too. We do have shows and stuff that come to Cross Insurance Center, which is an arena basically. It's a 8,000 seat arena, which is actually new because the old arena that I replaced was oh no, we still are on 9. Never mind. The building that we had, or the auditorium actually, as it was called, that we had before, was built in the 50s, and the design of it was absolutely stupid. Because it had a V-shaped roof going, well, obviously V-shaped, where it's slowest in the middle of the building. And so in the winter, it's not particularly good because all the snow will go towards the winter. No, I'm going to stay on 1, not on 9. But anyways, so they built that, got the Cross Insurance Center, as it's called. And since that opened up, we've been getting a ton of shows and stuff coming in. Like we've got the Dancing with the Stars show come around. We've had concerts and stuff come in. Cirque du Soleil. Whereas the old arena basically, it wasn't really an arena, the auditorium, I guess. Basically all that they hosted was basically like the Harlem Globetrotters, which they still get too. And basically, in February, this is especially a big sport in Maine, is high school basketball. We have basketball tournaments in February. And basically, during the tournament week, they're like all the schools are out of school for that week for the tournaments. So it's a big deal here in Maine. And I thought that school bus said Dapper on the side of it, so it's a Dapper school bus. Anyways, of course, the Cross Insurance Center still holds those as well. And in fact, for basketball, the University of Maine actually uses that court as their home arena. And like I said, concerts, we have a waterfront concert venue because there's a river that, when we started the series, we started right along the river there. We actually went by the Cross Insurance Arena and the waterfront concert venue. So during the summer, we have concerts and we get big name concerts too. This summer we were supposed to get Ozzy Osbourne, but of course because of his health and everything, ended up canceling the shows for 2019, postponing them to 2020. But we've had like Imagine Dragons, I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head, but we do get some big names along that as well. So I mean, that's pretty cool. So I mean, like I said, we have a lot going on in Bangor, and we don't have the traffic that we have to really deal with either, which is nice. One of those golf things, it looks like over there. Like, oh, Top Golf, yeah. I was gonna say that's what it looks like. Because I actually came across when I was on when I was heading towards Cherry Hill to get to the hotel before I went back to Newark. I got off the wrong exit on 95, so GPS brought me around to 295. And I was going down to 295 towards Cherry Hill. And of course it was basically nighttime at that point. I come across this thing, like they're basically these blue and white lights, and I'm like thinking, and it's like 3 stories or whatever, building everything, and I'm like thinking, what the heck is that? And I then realized, I'm like, oh, that's one of those golf things, isn't it? And sure enough, that's what it was. It was one of those top golf things. I was tempted to try that when I was down there, but I didn't. But in a way, it's not really cheap, but maybe one of these days I'll try it. Looks pretty cool though. Basically, you get like different game modes or whatever that you do. It's not basically like a driving range. It's obviously, like I said, different game modes. Because we actually don't have any of those things here in Maine. At least not that I know of. We have like driving ranges, but we don't have anything like Top Golf or game modes, golf game modes or anything like that. And usually the driving ranges we don't have, or that we have, aren't multi-level like that either. Some of them don't even have nets. Well, actually, most of them I don't think have any nets. I mean, of course, the golf courses will have driving ranges on them as well. But, oops. It's not what I want to do. I want to stay on here. So we're currently in Edison, New Jersey. I'm assuming we'll be in a different town once we cross this bridge. Oh yeah, New Brunswick. I did notice that when I went through, on 95, because I told myself, I said, yeah, shoot, I didn't bring my passport with me. So we're at 27 minutes right now, heading towards Trenton, New Jersey. And I think we made really good progress this episode. Considering where we didn't make a ton of progress last episode, but I mean, we did make some anyways, so. That's right, Rutgers is right through here too, isn't it? It's funny, there's one vehicle I saw when I was in New Jersey as well, going down to the hotel. I noticed it because I remembered seeing Rutgers, and then there was this car that had 2 R things on the back of the car. And later on, after I picked my mom up, I think it was like the next day or something like that, I saw that same car. And I'm like, I recognize that car because it had the 2 R's on it again. It looked like the same exact car, and I'm sure it was the same car. But it's just the odds, I mean, not like the odds are terrible, but just funny, like being in New Jersey, especially with how many people live down this way too, to see the same car twice in like 2 days or something like that, at different times in different locations basically. Like I said, I guess the odds aren't terrible, but just thought it was kind of funny. Like, hey, I recognize that car. Anyways, we're at 29 and a half minutes right now, so we're going to want to start looking for a spot to finish off at. Which could be a bit difficult here. But we'll see, maybe somewhere up here. Because it looks like we're kind of going up toward to basically become a bridge here. Yeah, no, that's not useful, is it? You got power lines and everything along that way too. Shoot. Well, I mean, it could almost look basically like this direction, just a vast expanse of road that we have to go on. And maybe I could do that. I'd have to get it to where this isn't affecting that a whole lot, or in the picture really. I think we're gonna keep going on for now, see if we can find something better. Because I don't really want to get much for urban. I mean, I could get an urban picture, but I don't know. I just feel like this sort of picture wouldn't be great. I mean, I could do like that or something like that. That fountain and everything, but once again, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I need to feel it, I guess. I don't know. You know what? I think right up here by this fountain I could do. Because you have like that grassy spot as well, kind of looking towards... You know, that's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of go over here. Of course, we'll probably have a couple of telephone poles in the way, but... Trying to make sure that this GMC is not in the way. Yeah, I think that looks good. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. But anyways, since that's where we're gonna stop, that is obviously gonna do it for this episode then. We've made pretty good progress this episode. Finishing off in North Brunswick Township in New Jersey. And, whereas we were in, what was it? Jersey City when we started, so we were still over by New York City when we started this episode, but now I think we're actually pretty close. I think we're over halfway, or either that, even a little over 3/4 of the distance to Trenton, and then from there we're probably heading through Pennsylvania. I don't know, but I think I am gonna stay on Route 1 though. But anyways, yeah, like I said, that's just about going to do it for this episode, though. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!